Hey everyone. So I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes, or maybe seconds instead, to see if anyone comes through, and then we will get into the topic. I'm so happy that I found this thread that I'm going to share with you all today. I found a thread on Facebook, as you can see, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that just a little bit later. So yeah, as you can see, I saw this post on Facebook. All right, here we go. So there are people here. Perfect. All right. Hey, Melanie Hazelton. Hey, girl. How are you? And we have ANUBIS. What up, queen? Hey, ANUBIS. All right. So I just want to share with you this thread that I am basically in love with. I'm going to show you. So let me open it up. I'll make it big for you guys to see. All right, so one of my Facebook friends posted screenshots of this Twitter thread, and she says here, "I keep telling y'all, men know exactly what they're doing and they're not doing. Maybe you'll listen if they tell you themselves." Okay, so we're gonna listen to some men. We're gonna listen to what some men have to say when it comes to relationship advice for women. Okay, so first things first. First things first. Ooh. Men only. Give us women some relationship advice. Ooh, what's the relationship advice? Okay, let's go next. What's next? All right, some guy says, stop telling the timeline what you like. It makes it easier for men to pretend. So yeah, I mean, like if you tell a man, oh yeah, I love animals. I'm such an animal lover. Oh yes, you know what that man's gonna do? That man is gonna pretend like he is a veterinarian. That man is going to pretend like he is the volunteer at the zoo to make you happy so he can get what he wants from you, right? Everyone knows it. Everyone knows this. No one really wants to come out and admit this, but yeah, I mean, this is what they do, okay? All right, next. Oh, this is my favorite one. This is my absolute favorite one. What another man won't do, I promise you another one will. That was another man's advice. Now, mind you, this is advice coming from men. This is not advice coming from women. This is men telling you from a male perspective the advice that they're giving for you as women while dating. What another man won't do, I promise you another will. A man is telling women that, okay? All right, next one. Okay, another man says he's gonna cheat if he wants to. It's never your fault. Okay? And you can't control people, ladies. Like, you really can't. Like, a lot of women believe that, you know, oh, maybe if I was a little bit thinner, maybe if I didn't nag so much, If that man wants to cheat, that man is going to cheat. That man is going to cheat. Like, you can't, I mean, it is what it is, you know. People have free will. You can't control people. Right. Next. What do we have next? Stop accepting this is just who I am. Oh, let's see. Melanie says, yes, Lord, mass manipulators. You already know, man. You already know. Okay. Okay. And then this guy, another piece of advice is a man will treat you exactly how he feels about you. A man will treat you exactly how he feels about you. And I'm just going to sit this here and let that sink in for a moment. Melanie Hazelton says, yes, there are a slew of men on YouTube giving relationship advice. That's the success of their channel too. Yeah. But you know what? These particular tweets that I'm showing on this thread were curated by women who know that this is the truth, and it's just not like them saying anything. Because some men will give advice because they don't have a woman's best interest in mind. they'll give advice because they have their fellow man's best interest in mind, right? But these were curated by women who know for a fact that these pieces of advice are quite accurate. MD Shoheb, hey, how are you? All right, so let's move on. What are some other pieces of advice? I just really want you to let that sink in. A man will treat you exactly how he feels about you. So if if there's a man, right, and he feels lukewarm about you, he's going to treat you in a lukewarm way. And you're gonna be like, man, he does this sometimes, but he's not really like going out of his way for me. Then that means he doesn't like you enough. For me, that's not enough. Like, if you're not going out your way, you don't like me enough. But that's just how I am. That's just how I feel. Anywho, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Here we have another one that says, okay, don't try and convince us you're ugly. We choose you because we think you're beautiful by our standards and no one else's. Okay. And I think this is also really important to understand. A lot of women think that the only way you can be beautiful is looking like supermodels, like the standard of beauty that they show today. But there are men out there that like a certain type of woman, and that woman could be as far away from the standard of beauty as we could imagine. But the man who chooses her thinks that woman is the most beautiful woman in the world. I need you to understand that. And I need you to understand that if a man is choosing to be with you, he really thinks you are his standard of beauty. Okay. And I think that's important. This is kind of like one of the more positive pieces of advice on this thread. Now this is a good one. If he's not good with his children and the mother of his kids, guess who's next? Guess who's next? If a man doesn't treat the mother of his children well, and the man doesn't treat his children well, or the mother of his children well, do you really think he's going to treat you well? Do you really think that? I mean, I don't. Okay. All right. The next piece of advice. Okay. When he shows you who he is, believe him. With men, we are creatures of action, not words. Believe all of what you see and half of what you hear. Now, this is another one of my favorite ones. This is another one of my favorite ones. I'm big on treatment and action. Like you know how there are the 5 love languages, right? So there's gifts, there's acts of services, which are my 2 favorite because they're action oriented. Gifts and acts of service are action oriented love languages. And I appreciate them. I don't like words of affirmation. I don't really like quality time because people could fake through the quality time. People could lie, and people think it's words of affirmation. And then there is one more. Physical touch. That I don't really feel special with that either because men like to touch women, period. So that's not like a real compliment. And that doesn't give me validation. But acts of service and gifts gives me validation because, okay, if you're willing to invest in me, I know that you actually like me. Okay. Action, not words. Treatment, not words. Treatment, not words. Like, remember so there was another piece of advice that said a man will treat you exactly how he feels about you. A man will treat you exactly how he feels about you. So if a man, like I said, like if a man's not going out his way, then you really not his type. If he treats you nice, okay, whatever. That means, he's a decent human being or he was raised, he has some home training, but I don't know if he's not investing. I would keep a roster. I would keep an extensive roster. Okay. Now this is from men, y'all. Ladies, this is from men. This is advice from men to you. When he shows you who he is, believe him. With men, we are creatures of action, not words. Believe all of what you see and half of what you hear. Let that sit. Let that sit, though. Let that sit. Okay. All right. Next one. Don't lose yourself. Don't lose your friends. Still make time for you without him. Take trips, do things on your own. Don't make your entire life about your relationship because you'll be upset when he doesn't. And most men don't. You know, I made a video recently about how a woman's motherly instinct really can be a liability while dating because, you know, as women, we want to love, we want to give everything, you know, like women are naturally like that. And women are nurturing, loving, sweet, naturally by nature because we have to be, because we are the ones that push whole human beings out of our bodies and have to nurture them to health while they're at their most vulnerable state as infants, right? So with that said, a lot of us misdirect that nurturing that we have and we give it to men, not realizing that that is supposed to be for the children, not for the man. And the man doesn't really have that. So a lot of women will give that nurturing love to that man and not understand why that man is not giving it back to her. And it's because they don't really have it in them like that. They're not built that way. Okay, so right. So just don't lose yourself. Put yourself first, ladies. Put that nurturing love you have into yourself. And if you want to, you know, if you want to share it, get a pet, you know, take your niece and nephew out, love on them. Don't give it all to that man. He's not going to appreciate it. He's not going to be able to reciprocate it. Okay. All right. Next. 3 boyfriends is not a bad idea. Okay. So I saw a post recently about one of my favorite people that I follow on Facebook. This woman said, normalize having multiple boyfriends. Here we go, have a man. This is a man, y'all. This is a man. Here we go with a man telling you as women, 3 boyfriends is not a bad idea. Let that sink in. If a man is telling you that 3 boyfriends isn't a bad idea, what does that tell you about men? That tells you they out here. They just out here, okay? So you make sure you have your roster and your backup. We got backup everything. We got backup tires. We got, you know, spare change laying around. We got, you know, we have the pantry, put the extra food in. We have a spare for everything. It's good to have a spare man. Okay, I'll just say that. Spare friend, spare man. All right. Okay, let's see the next piece of advice. Okay. Now this one, okay, I need everyone to pay close attention to this one. We will do anything. A man is telling you, women, you lovely women out here, a man is telling you this. We will do anything for a woman we want to be with. He put that, look at the word anything. Look how big that the word anything is in all caps, capital letters. We will do anything for a woman we want to be with. If you got to always call him out on something he doesn't do, he never intended to do it from jump. Y'all, if a man really wants to be with you, you ain't gonna have to tell him 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times why you ain't doing this for me. You said you was gonna do this, you ain't never did it. You said you was gonna do this, you ain't never did it. If a man really wants to be with you, he's gonna straight up do it, point blank, period. You ain't gonna have to keep asking. Okay? Man, it looks crazy. Just listen. If he's not doing it, just hop on over to another man, because one of the first pieces of advice on this thread was what one man won't do, another one will. What one man won't do, another man will. So you wasting your time on the man who doesn't want to do it for you, because there are a whole line of other men out there that you probably have never met yet, or you probably haven't been acquainted with yet, and they will do it for you. So you just have to find those men. That's it. So that's why the last guy said 3 boyfriends isn't a bad idea, because you're gonna need a roster. You're gonna need a whole roster. Okay. Anyway, next piece of advice. Your feelings are always valid. If he isn't emotionally intelligent enough to understand how you feel, then he will never know how to love you. Ooh, and not everybody is blessed with emotional intelligence. You know, a lot of people don't come from households where they received affection and they received nurturing, emotional nurturing. So that's a thing as well. That's something that person's gonna have to work on. And I don't think you should wait around for someone to develop this type of emotional intelligence if that's what you want. If you want a real bond and emotional connection with someone, you're gonna have to find someone who already has it. It's not good to wait around for it, because you'll be waiting around forever and missing out on all the other men who will give you what you want emotionally. Okay. All right. Next one. You shouldn't have to tell a grown A man how to love you. If he loves you the way he claims he does, then he does then. Them actions should show. Action. See, like, look, over and over and over and over and over again, we have men telling you that they are about the action. They're not about words. Men will lie. We all know that men will lie 1,000 times to get what they want from you. It's about what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they say. And men know that women are vulnerable and they fall in love with their ears. Men fall in love with their eyes. Women fall in love with their ears. So they knowingly lie to you. So it's about the actions. Don't believe what you hear. Believe what you see them do. Believe the investment they put in you. Believe the resources they invest in you. Believe the time. Believe the energy. Believe the effort that they invest in you. Okay? All right. So it says peace, love. All right. Everything looks good here. You take it easy. The king is gone. I'll be back with another page if we want to get started online. Goodbye. Bye. Peace, love. Okay. All right. So. All right, so Riri Honey says, biggest advice, don't choose a man, let a man fall into your life, because most likely he will be the one who treats you right and provides. It's true. It's true. Like a lot of women out here chasing men, and that's just not how it goes, you know, like you let it, it's like, so I think this is a really good piece of advice, Riri Honey. I think this is a great piece of advice. And she also says, don't trust your emotions and lust. I absolutely agree. A man will show you if he wants to be in your life. Okay, he'll show you. 100%. That man will show you. Okay. All right. Hey, how are you? I don't know. I haven't seen you on my channel before. Anyway. Melanie Hazelton said yes, they know exactly what I mean. It's about actions, man. If you don't take anything from this video, if you don't take one thing from this video, please understand it's about their actions. It's not about anything else. Nothing else. Nothing. All right. Let's see if there's any more advice. Ooh, now this is a big one, y'all. This piece of advice right here is big. It says, give no second chances. We are fully aware of our actions. Listen, how many men in this thread have talked about actions? Like almost in every single piece of advice these men are giving women about dating and relationships, they have referred to actions. They have referred to them actually doing something. It's about actions, how they treat you. Treatment, not words. Actions, not words. This says, give no second chances. We are fully aware of our actions and have considered the consequences beforehand and made a choice. So before a man F's you over, before a man cheats on you, before a man mistreats you, he thought about it. He said, you know what? If I do this, she probably gonna be upset. But you know what? I'm thinking about it and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with losing her. She's not really who I want. So I'm gonna just do it anyway. So you know he really doesn't want you. So don't give no second chances. Okay? All right. Oh, okay. You watching my video, Art of the Root? Okay, that's good. Terry Glazer. Hey, Terry girl. It's nice to see you. Say hello. Happy Sunday. Peace, love, health, happiness to all truly. Okay. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Melanie Hazelton said, I watch a She Read 7 Stars 7. The school's a lot of women on the truth. She Read 7 is amazing. I mean, my whole life has changed. My channel is deeply inspired by her. Like, I review her videos all the time. I review her book. Like, that woman is gold. There are several things in my life that I'm so grateful that I have come into contact with. I'm grateful for getting into the university that I got into, and I'm grateful for finding She Read 7. Okay, these are the two just monumental events that's happened in my life that has changed everything, changed my trajectory. Okay, hey, how are you? I don't know how to read that. ZBNP. Okay, all right. But here we go. He says, give no second chances. We are fully aware of our actions and have considered the consequences beforehand and made a choice. A man is telling you before they cheat on you, before they mistreat you, before they do something messed up to you, they thought about it. They understood that that there was an opportunity, that there was a possibility to lose you, and they thought it was okay. It was worth it. Whatever they did, cheating on you was worth it. Cheating on you was worth losing you. Mistreating you was worth losing you. Okay, they thought about it. A man is telling you, give no second chances. We are fully aware of our actions and have considered the consequences beforehand and made a choice. Another man bringing up actions. Another one. Oh, this is my favorite one, right? This is my favorite one. And if you watch Shira 7, she always tells you to choose your target correctly. You says you're not asking for too much. You just asking the wrong man. You're not asking for too much. You just asking the wrong one. Ooh, please understand this. Everything ain't for everybody. Every man is not going. You're not going to be every dream. You're not going to be every man's dream woman. So get the ones that you are their dream woman, and get that treatment, girl. Make sure. I mean, like if you're dating a man, he has to treat you really well. And then Riri Honey says, funny that men will tell their daughters about men. ZPNP says exactly. Empress Lisa says facts. Melanie Hazelton says, LOL. Okay, what did you say at the beginning? What one man won't do, another one. Listen, Melanie, there's a piece of advice in the thread. A man said, what one man won't do, another one will. I mean, this is okay. Look, I'm just gonna say this again. I know I'm getting a little excited, but it's about. I wish. I mean, like, I understood this as a teenager, but I wish it was really drilled home like it is right now. It's really not about what that man says. A man will understand that a man will say anything. It's about what he does. Almost every single man in this thread who gave advice talked about actions. They talked about doing. They talked about what a man does, and they talked about a man's action. They didn't say nothing about what that man said. Men can say any and everything. So don't believe everything you see and none of what you hear. That was also another piece of advice. What one man won't do, another one will. And you're never asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong man. Okay. Anything else? Oh. Okay, honestly, all this advice is what Shira 7 teaches. Honestly, it says never allow a man to see that you like him more than he likes you. F-wit. That's what FW means. Oh my God. Okay. Don't let him get comfortable. Make him chase you. Don't let them feel like they have you fully, so you can keep the energy y'all started with. I don't care what men say, you gonna chase after what you want if it's real. Listen, a man will always go after what he wants. Always. Absolutely 100%. He will always go after what he wants. Absolutely. So if he's not chasing you, girl, he don't want you. If he's not chasing you, he doesn't want you. Point blank, period. Never forget. Again, actions. Again, chasing. Again, actions. Okay, so that's it. That's all the advice. We're back at where we started with this thread, with the screenshots for this thread, and I just want you to realize that the vast majority of the men on this thread giving advice talked about actions. They ain't talked about what somebody said. They talked about actions. This man talking about pretending. What one man won't do, another one will. About actions. He gonna cheat if he want to. Actions. Don't look. This man said, stop accepting when a man says this is just who I am. He's telling you never to just accept words coming out somebody's mouth without any actions. If a man wants you, he gonna show you with his actions. Here we go. A man will treat you exactly how he feels about you. This is actions. Whew, it's about treatment. Here we go. About actions and treatment. When he shows you who he is, believe him. With men, we are creatures of action and not words. Believe all of what you see and half of what you hear. Okay? Okay. All right. So It is what it is. I had to share this with you all because was the best thread of relationship advice I have seen from men ever. Like the best thread. It was short, concise, quick to the point. Men are not complicated. Men are not complicated. Men go after what they want. Men, when they love something, they take care of it. They cherish it. They treat it really well. They try to protect it. They provide for it. If your man is not doing that, he don't care. You just here for now. He's just using you for what he wants. For some company and access to your body. That's it. Okay, so Melanie Hazelton says, I found your channel on the Art of the Root review and I've been hooked. I enjoy your content. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Thank you so much. It's good to have you here. I'm a fairly new YouTuber content creator, so it makes me feel happy to see comments like this. Thank you so much, Melanie. I look forward to seeing you more on the lives. Muna says, men treat you based on how faithful you are with your boundaries. Ooh, Muna. Muna, you always coming with the gems, Muna. You are always coming with the gems. Muna is talking about standards and boundaries. Ladies, you have to have standards, you have to have boundaries, and you never loosen them. And that's all. And it's a very feminine thing. Like, you're not, here's the thing. I think a lot of women they loosen their boundaries and their standards, and then they get mad because they get mistreated, and then they try to force that man to treat them well because they've given that man so much. But that's just not how it works. You know, it's like from the jump, from the beginning, you can't loosen your standards ever. Ever. You can't. That's how you get what you want. And that's what Muna is saying. Thank you, Muna. Thank you so much. You're so smart, girl. I appreciate you. Muna's been on this channel for a minute. Melanie, that's deep. Yeah, Muna, girl. I've been telling Muna for a long time she needs to make her own channel so we can go over there and get some gems. But you know, we're still waiting, Muna. We're still waiting for your channel. But anyway, I have to go. It was so nice talking to you, ladies. I love you all. And if you have any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram. My handle is @universe.trip. And you can leave a comment. I'm always looking at comments and responding. I might not be able to respond to them all, but I'm here. John C! Hi, John C. My little friend John C is here. I love you too, John C. You need to listen, y'all need to go click on John C's channel and subscribe to him. He has great career advice for all y'all lovely ladies out there. He's really smart too. I've known John C for 10 years. John C is amazing. You might want to go over there and go subscribe to him. So anyway, all right, John C. All right, ladies, make sure everyone subscribe to John C's channel. Muna, please start your own channel and we'll subscribe to you. And I will see you lovely people later. Bye. See you later.